Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. My name is Cat Monarch. I'm pretty sure this thing's over, right? Yeah, the event has ended, so stop showing me. I mean, that's completely a fair assumption, Potato. I have done that before, you know? So, honestly, thanks for just checking in on that. But, no, I'm not muted. I'm here. I am live. I am checking off the barrage of notifications, for I have not streamed too recently, I guess. Oh, wait, accessories now permanently available? Hold on. Snowman Eater's kind of nice. I like that one. The Dual Field, because I don't have that one on my main account. They don't have any backgrounds on there, which means I don't get the Arctic one. Yeah, I kind of I really want the Arctic one, but it is what it is. User account transfer limits. New structure deck, Rage of Deep Blue. That's neat. New accessories. That's Mimigal. And that's a Neocraft. I do like the look of a Neocraft. They seem to be a relatively, maybe not a fun deck to play against, but I think they look like a really fun deck, honestly. New Secret Pack, Haunted Treasure Trove, Mimigal, Subterra, an Alt Art Pack. Oh no, it's not Alt Art Pack, it's just updating the art so that you can get alternate artworks. New Selection Pack, which brings the Neocraft, Dogmatica's Turn 0. Challengers Collection recommended special picks. Extended Art, Dominus Symbols. Gem Sale. I'll have to dip into that one. Worlds. Deluxe Mate Icon, Deluxe Icon Frame, Wallpaper, and 20 packs, 2 URs guaranteed. A coin. No, it's 2 different bundles. Branded 2. Yeah, it's 2 different bundles. 3 different bundles. Just how many do you want? Although I think this one here would probably be the preferred one for me. That's a nice card case and dual field and such. They're all from the same pack, so you've still got the same chance of getting everything. It's just what accessories you like more. And Alba tickets. What? Oh, I expect this needs your, Konami ID, so I could do that on my main account. I can't do that on this account. And yeah, let's go to the shop and see what that looks like in person. So, in terms of the special stuff, yeah, that's 3 separate bundles, fucking Christ. Updated secret pack, no bundles, no deck slots, no bookmarks. Accessories, that's, yeah, the mates being put back in. Dual field, the graveyard. I'm tempted to get that for this one, you know? The Neocraft one. And yeah, okay. Right, new structure deck. I'm curious as to what that entails. Oh, and if anyone's curious, we're going to bookmark the Royal Rare copy of this that we just got. No, it's not that one. It's the... Oh, it's not even in here. It's the Royal Rare rank up of this guy. That's what we got, sorry. We'll bookmark that in a minute because we can't be using that. So that's that. What does this... Now, remember, as much as there's all these shiny UR cards, you know what this pack means? New pack means new chance to get commons and rares that you just wouldn't find before because some of these are entirely new cards. Some of them are just, you know, reprints, and that doesn't matter to us because that doesn't change the overall card count in the game. But a few of these are just new. I do like the look of this pack though. I do want to get an aircraft on my main. Also the Archfiend like seems neat. So this is an update probably because of like this alternate arts, right? No, that's a new card, isn't it? Yeah, that's a different card entirely. Oh, and you got a new Spring Gun Sexies. Gung Ho. That seems pretty neat. It really features around all three of them. That's kind of cool. I like that. Anything else that's new in here? Also, this is just the Spring Guns pack. Like, pure Spring Guns. That's pretty cool. That's going to make building that deck so much easier. So you got the Alt-Art Tactics. And there's this, yeah, this likewise is pretty much just a Tri-Brigade pack. That's kind of neat. I wonder if these are permanent secret pack editions. They look like they're going to be. And yeah, there's your extended Mirror Jade, which does look really cool. But, yeah, I could not see myself trying to go for that. And then Mimigul has a pack. You've got Mimigul Subterra, which is interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Earth flips. Anyway, enough of all of those things. What we're here for is the Masochist challenge, and I guess we should get it out of the way. If you've been in the Yu-Gi-Oh community lately, and you follow Masochist at all, you're likely aware that Simo, who started the whole thing, passed away last week. I can't remember when. I want to say Thursday or Friday or something like that. Now, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not bringing this up because I have, like, particularly fond memories or personal interactions with the guy. I watched, like, some of his videos, and I think he was a really entertaining bloke. I mean, everyone's probably, if you've watched Yu-Gi-Oh, you've probably gone through that period of just watching the progression series. It's gone on for that long, it's so iconic that there is a pretty high chance that you've seen at least an episode. And he was massively entertaining. It was really nice to, like, you know, see the input that he's done into the community and all that. Now, yeah, I'm not bringing it up because I have any personal ties, relations, or, like, fond memories. But I guess I wouldn't be doing this without him, because he started it. Hardleg, who is the main person that I'm watching for just Yu-Gi-Oh in general at this point. I guess also, like, the Wonky Quartet. But, more often Hardleg. He wouldn't be doing it, and if he wasn't doing it, I probably wouldn't be doing it. This has probably given me incentive to go back and watch Simo's challenge, like, from the start of it. I think I'm gonna do that at some point. But, you know, I think it's just worth taking a minute to take note. It's a shame, and, you know, I thought I'd address it while we're early in the stream and not getting into too much, hopefully to not, you know, sour the tone of the rest of it. But of course, like, I don't know, I don't have anything, like, you know, I don't script these kind of things. I didn't want to make anything that seemed too wordy, too tried. I wanted it to be very off the cuff and just kind of, you know, this is how it is. And so I think I've managed that. And yeah, it's a shame, but is what it is. I think it'd be much more of a shame if we were to put down the challenge just because the person who made it has passed. And, you know, I think he'd be the kind of person that wants to see people continue on with it. So continue we shall. until my own breaking point of some kind, whether that's, you know, mental or not. I think for today, we're just going to continue going second. Oh yeah, I realised while we're still in kind of like, you know, just building up to the first duels and getting into it proper, I should be streaming this Thursday. However, next week, Monday, if I'm getting my timings right, I will not be streaming. Because my setup is no longer portable, I can't just pivot to like streaming in another room, and we will have a guest staying over. And as such, like, my room is the room of use for that. So next week Monday, no stream. Next week Thursday, if I'm getting it right, there is a stream. So, you know, I would like to see people finally finish the Masochist challenge. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. I think he probably would as well. Because, like, it is a tough challenge. And, of course, like, he started it as, like, a, you know, pretty big YouTuber, probably for, like, 2 reasons. One, he thinks it's an idea that hasn't been done, and it's probably pretty good for, like, you know, content in general, which, of course, it has been. It spawned so many spin-offs, to the point that, you know, so many smaller channels are just doing it. And Sky Striker? You've now got... Yeah, it's Sky Striker. But yeah, the other reason, of course, he must have just enjoyed it to a level. He must have just kind of, like, wanted to see if it was possible from a personal standpoint of, you know, do the science. Be the change you want to see in the world. Pardon me. Right. So I can put contact Sidron field. I think we leave that for a second. I can get Ray out of the graveyard at any point. I just have to see what they're going to be ending on. But how's everyone been anyway? Let's try and keep things light, at least until I inevitably lose my cool. And I'd rather remain optimistic and level-headed for this, but there has not been a track record of that, shall we say. Much to my unfortunate admission. But how's everyone been? How have people been doing? It's been a little time since last. I think it was last week Monday. Because I did get round to a Thursday stream in the end. Things were happening. And I can say that, you know, things have happened. Like Elden Ring gaming, Elden Ring Night Rain gaming. I'm now actually in Depth 5. So, it's been a long time coming. It's been a rough month so far, but good. Well, as long as you're going through it and, you know, managing, right? I mean, the very nice thing is if they just don't touch the side, I can just contact fuse their first, like, monster, because all their links are machines. Watched a few things, I think we've only been through one Disney recently. No, we might have been through 2. We saw Wreck-It Ralph recently. I can't remember whether that was within the last week. I don't think it was. And we watched Frozen yesterday. Saw Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves, day before. So it's been, like, you know, watching some decent films. Although I was, you know, saying at the end of watching Frozen, I have no idea why it just kind of, like, kicked off as hard as it did. Because I'm sure for anyone who remembers the point when it came out, like, Frozen was just a hit. And, like, it's not a bad Disney film, but, like, Tangled didn't take off in the same way, for example. You know? It was... I'm not going to say, like, the phrase lightning in a bottle for it, but, like, in a way, you know? So we lead Sidra. They might pop it, they might do something with it, but, you know, that's for us to find out. Type 1 faces card on the field, destroy it. Okay. That's fine. Right, we'll do it here. Let's add a light machine from deck to hand. Let's add Sidra. I think this is just going to be the best way of doing it. Control unlocked. Yeah, I'm not really searching for the rest of the turn, so that's not an issue. Oh, this gets around it because it sets. Don't you ever love finding out that, you know, just Branded is Konami's favourite child? It's even designed around Ash Blossom. Okay. Now, the really interesting point to note here is they now have a monster in their main monster zone. So, right, I could get rid of, yeah, I can get rid of Ray now, and that means if the Zero wants to do that, I don't think the Zero can trigger now, as long as I'm understanding right. Everything machine. And the funny thing is, I can use my own Cyber Dragon in this instance. I don't need to, but I can. So, we're going to try this. I can't add, so they know that. And they're okay with letting that go. So, this is where we do it. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not bad. That's most everything. Battle phase. Now, you should hit in with the lower one first. They could have a second Widow. They could have Mirror Forces. They could have just about anything. Well, that one hits. Does this one hit? Okay. I'm fine with that. I don't think there was a way to lethal there, but that has broken the board up a fair bit. You get a branded spell trap from your deck, that's fine. It's like, this counts as a branded spell trap, this thing that they used. Yeah. So they can destroy. They don't have an Ecclesia Engrave. So yeah, they can just get rid of like Jerusalem to stop the send, basically. Which is what they're going to do right now. Because there's no point getting rid of this. That is an Ecclesia. This card's in your graveyard. You can type a level 8 fusion and one card on the field. Shuffle both of those cards into the deck and this card. Wow. I had no idea it was so splashable. That is a pain in the fucking ass. On the other hand, you put that back so I can use it again. I have many more Cyber Dragons. I have 9,000 life points. You are being dropped by 500 on all your monsters, so I think I'm safe from lethal. The question is, can I actually do anything with the follow-up? Yeah, in Elden Ring I've been playing the DLC some, because, what is it, I learned from hanging out with Jude a little while ago that the DLC access is just at, what is it, Moog, once you've beaten, as long as you have the DLC. And, oh, are you going to banish it, or just send it to your field? Linkage. Extra link material, probably. I still don't think they get lethal. The DLC has been fun so far. Everything hits like a truck. Like, literally everything. So much so that I am gonna need more health. But I wanted to get, some stats leveled first. And be strong boy is very strengthy, you know? Oh, just banish it. You know, funnily enough, that puts it a lot more live for the quick play spell. I'm not sure if I can actually fusion summon the Chimera Tech with the quick play spell. I haven't tried to yet. The only one I've tried to actually no. I'm pretty sure I can't. I've only ever made Cyber End with it, and I've probably only ever made Cyber End. Yeah, it needs monsters on the field, so it has to be a contact fusion. No, I need the actual Cyber Dragon's Banish. Oh well. Happens. In other new Yu-Gi-Oh! News, though, I am attending Nationals this year again. You know, this year again. Sorry, poor phrasing. This year, once again, I am attending Yugioh Nationals. It is not too far away from me. It's only in Birmingham, so it's, you know, a pretty short distance. And I kind of got half talked into it. I wasn't going to go originally. And someone asked in Joe's Discord, basically, you know, are any Brits going? You know, I said that because I didn't really know where, no. And I, the smart person that I am, then proceeded to ask where. I have naught but myself to blame. No! You're not supposed to do that. I mean, I can search... No, I took Regulus out. I was going to say I can search Regulus, but I think... Yeah, Regulus has been taken out. I can still search for Magical Hound, which I don't think does me anything. Or I can search for Cannon Core, which gets me 2,500. I hadn't even thought about what search targets I'm running on the deck. I would really need to be paying attention to something like that. Also, that is the end of the game. Lemniscate will stop whatever I want to do. Like, I could kaiju them. That's probably the best I could hope for. What's the text on Lemniscate? Yeah, they can do it for pretty much free. Bye-bye. Right. Normal summon. It's not working, but, like, you know, I can try. I'm gonna dream. Join the party. Relinquished anima. Yeah, there you go. It's still not the end of the game right now, but it's pretty close. Oh, they're returning extra cards, but they're probably not actually going to bounce the kaiju, I don't think. Even more reasons why this card is absolutely busted. And that is a Sky Striker monster. This might be Death. I'm not actually sure. It's a very long first duel. I'm very happy I have chocolate milk for this. I think I've got tailed off from a stream of consciousness someplace. Right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals, Birmingham, 2026, UK. So, I haven't actually decided what deck I'm going to play. And it is Friday, registration is. It is this weekend. Now, I'm not going because I think I can, you know, dominate the event and, like, absolutely wipe everyone. No. I'm a realist. But, I am wondering what I should give a shot. I've signed up for the main event. I don't know if there are that many Genesis spots left. Nor, indeed, if the deck I would probably play in Genesis is even point playable, because that's another thing. I don't know the Genesis points that much. I feel like I'm dead, but that's only 23. And that's another... yeah, no, that's game. Okay. Well, it's a long first duel, but it's how it happens sometimes. Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masochist. Well. And so right, the decks I think that stand a chance in modern play that I actually routinely play, if you want to call it that, and enjoy to play, are between Generator, Valmonica, Goblin Bikers, and all three of those are not top deck material. They are probably not really rogue material, given how power creep has gone. Especially when you think that I am the sort of person that dislikes conventional hand traps, so you know that I am running all engine as far as I can. Or in the case of, like, Generator, my spicy tech is that we're going to be using Condemned Maiden to get to your Forbidden Quick Play spells, of which I don't have Crown, which seems like a really good one, but, you know, I've been out of the game, out of the TCG for a few months, right? Welcome back to Broadball. Yep, indeed. It's a Beast Warrior search, isn't it? Oh, okay, they're using it as material. Aren't you supposed to use Broadball as, like, unless you're just ending on Dryden. Is it Dryden Pass? I could be that lucky. Well, I don't know if it's really lucky. Unchained. So the doggo is not there for well, it is there for decoration, but you know, it is representation as well. I think it's searches, I can't remember, it's been that long. Once per turn, detach, search a Beast Warrior. That can be normal summon or set. Which is still pretty generic. But yeah, it does feel like anything that is Rota for the main deck is not long for this world. In terms of, you know, being hit on ban list. I mean, reptiles have gotten good enough, specifically one reptile archetype, that, you know, King of the Feral Imps has got banned, who has famously never been a problem, even when, like, the first semi-competent reptile deck in Ogdoadic appeared. So, you know, there's that. And what can I call by here? Not call by, but I could banish the Abominable. Okay. I don't think that's going to work. I think it'd be... I've got one non-tuner and 3 tuners. That is something to consider. What did you just set? Summoner Unchained. Okay. Now, I believe the one on summon is discard, destroy. It is. During the main phase, tribute, special summon Fiendsmith. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. It's, do I save Jerusalem for my own turn, because they're not going to get into a Fool Loss or anything like that, or a Max C? Or do I just... I don't know. It's essentially, do I use it on their turn or do I use it on my turn? I mean, you just need the one Light Fiend. Like, I'm pretty sure this does it. 2 monsters, including the Light Fiend. And then... Does... Oh, wait, it's about getting the number of material possessor, right? Engraver plus 2 Light Fiends. 1, 2... And... How do you do it again? Is it sequence that just does it? From your graveyard into the deck. Right, let me just check. 2 Light Fiends, Engraver plus 2 Light Fiends. Banisher in your graveyard, add it to your hand or special summon it. So they've got Recursion with Lacrima. The question is, do they run Lacrima? I'm willing to find out. Because if they don't run Lacrima, then this is just it, right? Although I think they have to run Lacrima. Surely. Yeah, it's resolving. They run Lacrima. Which means all accorded. Oh, no, Aerial Eater. If using someone, you can send a Fiend from your deck to the grave. That's fine. Yugioh. If sent to the graveyard, add a Mutiny in the Sky. Okay, so they've got that one going for them as well. Which... 3 Fiend and or Fairies in your grave. Monsters in your leftmost and rightmost cannot be destroyed by card effects. Shuffling, okay. There's Yama. I think I've successfully cut them off the Fiendsmith portion, though, for this turn. So, hey, there's that. I'm enjoying that fact. Also, any ideas why their name might be Sergeant Frog? I think it's a cool name. I like it. It makes me think of Big from Sonic. But, yeah, I don't really see any reason why it's going to be called Sergeant Frog. Okay, and you are in fact getting rid of that one. Right, so let's send the Trident. Clearly the other ranks were taken. Yeah, we've already got a Captain, we've already got a General, they are the Sergeant, Colonel, Lieutenant. What do you think is the best rank for Frog? Admiral? Given that he's amphibian, aquatic in nature. I don't know. That's 2 for Great each. What's your condition for resummoning? If a card you control is destroyed by battle card effect while this card's in the grave, banish. And you just... why'd you destroy this? Target a Fiend, add it to your hand. I feel like I've messed up their Fiendsmith line, and the rest of this is not going to plan for them. Someone else can let me know if I'm getting it wrong. But this does not look like a this does not look like a planned outcome at the moment, unless that's like Wave Hiking Caesar. And even then, that's like fine, because I do just put it in the back rooms. It can't be destroyed, it can be moved. And also, destroyed by card effects, or just like opponent's card effects is very relevant. Card effects. Which means you can't get rid of this. They're not on pendulums, but I could put it in a pendulum zone. Just to be fucky. One card your opponent controls, send a fiend or fairy. Sure. Machine Booth. Might face its spell trap. Okay, so the obvious play is to do Caesar. We put it in the back row. We can put it here, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that still works because of course it does. I mean, it was sent to the grave. That one can't be activated this turn, so you do just have a Reborn. The Reborn is a destruction. So, yeah, what if we try this? What if I were to put this back in the extra deck? Just to be funny. To summon this guy. Would you want to destroy this little pupper? It'd be very funny if you did. Nope. Okay. That is a strange ruling. I don't actually have a 10 that's light or dark. It just puts it back in memory. Yeah, they literally only have the one that's vanished. And it's not like they can actually do anything with these guys. Like a fiend or a face down, destroy it, except for this. So yeah, you destroy that once. Okay. And then if destroyed, you can special summon an unchanged from your deck. Alright. I realistically needed, like, what, a Cyber Dragon? Any Cyber Dragon would have done it. No, that's not true. Not any Cyber Dragon. Core would have been the best one. Right. On with the next one. Surely we will win a game. I mean, we've been going second every time, you know. It's what we want to do. It just hasn't quite worked out yet. Well, we've got machines, we've got cyber, we've got tactics. Our opponent has the crossover sleeves with... Is it Messy? I think it's Messy. I am not doing any of that. I get why people are shotgunning it now, because it's, you know, it discourages the turn 0 meta, but... Oh. Well... Has no one told you the deck is awful? Could you just, like, not? What is it? What do you need to kill Malice to make sure that no one plays Malice? What do they have legal at this point? I feel like they have a single... No, they have one Link monster that's banned. Every main deck card is, like, limited. Jesse's limited. March Hare isn't limited. And I think if we go to related cards, you're limited. Sorry. Are you limited? You're also limited. So let's see. Are you banned? Red Ransom is banned. White Binder is legal. And I believe Cypher is legal. They, of course, haven't hit the traps or anything. Mouse in the Mirror is legal. Underground is at 1. GWC is fine. That's also okay. MTP. Yeah, they need to just hit more Malice cards, honestly. I'm sick of the fact that this is still playable. Cyberse as a type has been a mistake. You know? You can't really convince me otherwise, because I feel like if it were put into an existing type in the game, like all the Cyberse ones, I feel like if they were all put into other existing types in the game, I feel they would have balanced it better. I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, you have Mathmech, which no one seems to really enjoy playing against. You have Malice, you have, like, just Cyberse Pile in general, which uses, of course, both of those and just, like, all sorts of previous cards. You've got the original Firewall Dragon. You've now got, like, Dark Fluid, Tempest Terahertz, Neo Terahertz, and, like, all those kind of things. Arrival Cyberse, although people don't really complain about that, which is fair, because it's pretty difficult to make, and it's like a 3 or 4k towers, but it doesn't actually have any removal. I can't remember what the kind of boards that you make with it look like when you finish with it. Every Ignista link. No thanks. But yeah, Cyberse doesn't seem like it's been a particularly fun type for the game, in terms of its health. There's been, like, a couple things which are fine, you know. Oh yeah, Salamangreat, how could I forget, actually? Which, a lot of people really enjoyed Salamangreat, and I can understand that. I think that's fine. It was a cheap deck, it got, like, a structure deck. It's basically tournament ready for, like, 3 structure decks, that's pretty cool. But it's also just Omni Negate Turbo. It's relatively consistent. And, you know, they've also just got other things that you can do. Like, they can pop 4 pretty easy. And yeah, Salamangreat, that also, like, if I'm remembering right, that had a really high amount of hand traps it can play, right? Pardon me. Okay, 3 or 5, okay. Allied Code Talker, Ignista, you've got a Trap Negate. If Link summoned, you can special summon as many with 2300, gains 500 for each. Cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. Cover effect, Negate, Vanish. Nothing here is a machine. This is the exact opposite of everything being machines. I could summon a level 1. I could also summon 7s. Special Sidra. Special Sidra is not inherently threatening. Assault Synchron. I'm going to take 700, I wish to summon this card, and then Synchro Summon. The thing is, it's a hard one to turn on the negate. Huh. And just like that, we've baited out the allied code. That is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what the trap is, but that's probably a Malice trap. Right. I don't know why you got a draw there. Oh, it's from this guy? I don't have anything in my graveyard, so it's just what's in yours. Man, I wish I had Clockwork Knight here. So I'm going to normal summon. I'm going to special summon it for Anima. Anima can't target because reasons. Well, this card is co-linked. Oh no! It doesn't work from that basis alone. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to take control of the monster. Reading. So yeah, still can't do it. I got a link to... you gotta do what you gotta do. 500 will beat over, like, everything. Quick effect, banish a Malice card from your hand or graveyard. Tribute an Agnister. I mean, I can hit both the Malice, like, I can hit both the Malice monsters. And then I can hit one other. I think it's, yeah, I think it's Transcode. I do like that Transcode was giving Anima 500. That feels moderately funny. Right, I think I do actually play for the Lizardos. We play for the Lizardos draw, banishing itself to modify this one, draw one, Machine Dupe. That is unfortunate. It's good for next turn if there is a next turn. I could have done a lot better. I could have done a lot worse. In that situation, what was ideal? Because I couldn't synchro, they got rid of the 2. Or rather, I could have synchroed for 6. That wouldn't have done anything. I guess I probably should have... No, because, like, the level... No, I should have still... No, I just got the Machine Dupe. So I would have still had to do all that, which did take the normal summon. Okay, I don't think there was a different way of playing that. Unfortunate, but is what is. I mean, if you want to banish them, that is a-okay. I don't think I'm really getting any mileage out of my cards, so they're probably just banishing their own. No, they are banishing one of their own. They are banishing my monsters. And of course, the really annoying thing about all this is, like, look at the low life points on, right? That should mean I'm doing really good in the game, except they just have a trap that heals, like, everything back. Yeah, if there is a next turn, this can get me 2 Cyber Dragons, assuming Machine Dupe goes through, which there is no guarantee. You banish a card on the field, okay. Which isn't the end of the world, because that is then banished, and then that's kind of live for the quick play. It would require I draw the quick play this second. In fact, yeah, it would require they do nothing to put any more damage on, really, and I get the quick play. They are both in defense position, for what it's worth at the moment, but that is still linked to. You could just, like, not kill me, and I could just top deck the quick play off the top, and I could maybe get the Hertz Machine Dupe into the quick play. Like, pretty please. I don't ask for much, I just ask for, like, a free win. That is just over game. Do you think they're gonna hit timer? I don't think so. But should we sit it out anyway? No. No, we shouldn't. The opponent can always, like, misplay. The opponent can always just disconnect randomly, but we're in an actual losing position. If they just go battle phase, we lose. Well, so much for going second. We've gone, what, 3 games? 3 games, 3 losses, and it's taken us an hour. No, it's taken us 40 minutes. We've got another 20 minutes to see if we can score a win. To get 1 win an hour. It's a bit later on in the month. I would have assumed this deck would be doing better. Might we manage to get up to gold 3? That's not a bad hand. Yeah, we've got synchro capabilities and we've got Cipher possibilities. And we're against top tier threat, VS K9. There is currently no evidence for the K9 portion, but I have a feeling, as some would say, you just get an idea. You just get a hint, a nudge, a feeling in your gut. You just get a hunch that maybe they're on K9 also. I kind of half forgotten I had this chocolate milk in the fridge until... Well, no, I had forgotten until just after dinner. And it's a very nice treat to be helping me through the Masochist. Yeah, sure. Is it a 5? Because if it's a 5, that makes an Xyz. No, it's a 4. So it could just be pure VS. Guess some people are practicing for the DC Cup. That would make sense. Also, it's the ladder. Some people are going to be playing it. Although it's a bit frustrating it's downing, like, gold, but what are you going to do? They were only, struggling through platinum last month, so of course they're going to be down here in the same ranks we are, right? That's how the game works. It's how the ladder works. I do think the hand Piab is pretty good for beating it. But, who's to say? I think we wait until the end phase to see if we want to draw a Swarm. Because, at the very least, if it's end phase, they possibly can't do a whole bunch of the quick play things. Also, it's only 8 days into the month. Yeah, there's that too. But, like, it's still a top tier deck. As much as it's only 8 days in the month, you'd reckon, okay, yeah, right. So, when your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, quick effect, attach 1, negate. Unfortunate, that takes the Druis offline. I mean, if they're going to... No, they're just adding the Opal. They can't be used for the XE summon of a light monster. That's okay. The thing is, I could draw a Swarm now, they can negate it. Yeah. I can wait a minute. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, because they can negate it once, and then they're out of negates, they would have to make another Ripper. Which I'm not sure that's worth it. Because both effects are hard ones. They've got 1 material left on it. Yeah, we 100% try it. They are, in fact, going to negate it. During the main phase. Right. BES. That is an interesting one. Alright, summon. I have to attack the highest attack monster, which is currently not that bad, honestly. Summon a Vanquish from your hand. Do I know what you've added? That's probably something that's bad. I'm gonna find out in a second. This can't negate anymore. This can quick effect Xyz. So there are distinctions to be made. Oh, you just get this. Dark and Earth, return to the hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Right. Do I want to give them an Xyz? Fiend, Warrior, Aqua, Warrior. There's no machines. Normal summon. Let's add a Cyber Spell Trap. Okay, we get a Cyber Spell Trap. I'm kind of thinking Cyberload Fusion. Yeah, there's nothing else they would hit with an Ash in the hand at this point, so if they've got it, they've got it. They don't. 1, 2. Well, that genuinely surprises me. This is a quick effect, so I could do this in battle phase. Are you tied to the main phase or anything? No, you're not. No, you're not. The lowest defense would be core. I have to attack the highest monster, right? This is really fucky, but I think this is the way we do it. So I have to attack the highest monster. I could clear the Lupus, which feels pretty good. Fuck you. Well, might as well. I didn't even get to use one. Wait, no, it's just a during your opponent's turn. Why does it just have it as a during your opponent's turn? I thought the whole theme was this is the turn 0 card. Oh well, we got this now. Go on then, make a 5 or a 4. You also don't have a negate for anything in hand, which means I can just Druid over for after. I can't use the Chaos Mirage. Did I put a second Chaos Mirage in the deck? I did. So I could do Yazi to clear a chunk of the field, but it does cost me a lot of my life points. And against Vanquish Soul, that is a problem. Vanquish Soul have a very easy route to burn. Jax. Detach, target, destroy. Okay, so please target. Cypher. With the lowest defense. On the field? On the field. 15, your choice of Tide. Sure, we do this. And that works for some reason. So 1, 2, 3. And we can put it in this column. That's safe. Now what? The monster with the lowest defense is this one. So this guy's safe. Destrudo has 3k. Destroy all monsters in this card's column. You just want to get rid of the Destrudo. It's not an outcome I had anticipated. But it is fine. Because I can just get rid of this. And you don't have a quick effect to negate that. The lowest defense on the field is still this. Change the battle position of one monster on the field out of vanquish level. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Wait, no, hold on. Why can't I attack? Let me get back to the start of that. Declare attack, activate. The attack targets on the field have changed. Why can't I declare an attack? Fucking bullshit is this? I hate that that's just still live. No, there's no reason. I can't target my opponent's cards. I've used my normal summon. Fucking Christ. But seriously, why can't the BES attack? It declared an attack, the attack target's changed. It was not done in damage step. It was done on attack declaration, right? Can I get a more detailed breakdown? Because I swear that was done on attack declaration. Mash Knight, which just gets to eat my field. And it can do it again on my turn. So yeah, it gets to eat one of them. If it's smart, it eats this. Maybe they just have... Oh, I mean, they have enough bodies, but the thing is, I can destroy their monsters, so I guess they're not worried about that. Or they haven't read, which is another option. Or they have another out. CXE's Nash Knight. They didn't want to keep it stuck around. Oh. Umbral Horror Masquerade. I mean, it can only attack once, so I take 500 from that. But I do only take 500. I can actually summon the Madlove to my field, and Synchro summon into the Spark Dragon. Like, that is a play I can do. It's not great, but I can do it. During the main phase, target a canine, special summon with a different name, which means, yeah, you can just use the Ripper. I thought I did a pretty decent turn, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I played fine. Why do you not? It's just battle. It is just battle. Ah, fuck you. Fuck off. But, like... Okay, I do want to see that, like... Because you can break a replay down into, like, steps, right? And if it was just done on attack declaration, I don't understand why I can't attack. And that genuinely mattered. Right, so we're going to have to fast forward and just kind of cope with it. Apologies for furious clicking, but, you know, we're trying to get through this. Although that doesn't seem to actually change the pace of it, so, you know what, furious clicking aside, we're going to have to sit through this bit. Because my understanding of, like, the battle phase is that, like, if it's not before the damage step and the attack targets change, you get to redeclare. There are certain instances where that doesn't apply, where if you take something that's, like, you know, rise to full height or similar is in effect. Machine dupe, which they let go through for some reason. So we're in the battle step, which I believe I should still be able to redeclare my attack target. Play. Because, like, this will get a little symbol on it when it can't then attack. Pause. So it's still battle step. Guess we wait for this one to resolve. Right, pause. So, chains have resolved. This now cannot attack. None of the preceding effects blocked me from attacking. Battle step. Alright, hold on, let me try this image. So, no, that's a game state thing. That's a game state. I'm looking for the battle phase rulings. Also, did my stream just disconnect or reconnect? Doesn't look like we dropped any frames. Yeah, sorry that I'm taking the time to look this up by myself. Start a damage step, before damage calculation, damage calc. Yeah, we were just like battle step, right? If someone can correct me if I'm wrong, like, if someone's actually watching this on YouTube when it does get uploaded, and you know a bit about Yugioh rulings, or you think you know the reason for this, can you please explain this interaction to me? I am completely perplexed. Unless, like, I'm not able to view the exact details of the battle step on, like, Master Duel at the moment, because it's just saying the battle step, and not anything more different than that. I would sincerely appreciate that. 4 duels, 4 losses, 1 hour's time. We haven't made a single bit of progress. Can I get a win? I'm not even playing horrendously today, you know? I've played relatively decent. My hands have been fine. If you get the time, maybe ask custom code. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I guess I don't know how I'm supposed to reach out to him in that regard. It wouldn't be like an email thing. He occasionally did those, like, you know, ask rulings or know your rulings things. but those were kind of like things he thought of which would trip people up, right? Like, I think he covered, like, things that could feasibly come up in a competitive setting, which would trip players up. Also, I think we're against Man with the Mark, which does spell the end. He has a Discord. Huh. Unless... I mean, you could be playing Snake Men, you know? That is in theme, if nothing else, especially with, like, the Horus aesthetic and everything. Give it a minute. We might have something. And, yeah, I guess I'll see if I can look it up. Either that, or see if I have access to anyone who is on his Discord server. Because if I know someone who's on his Discord server, then that would actually, you know, save some time. Saranir. I don't think there's a reason for that just yet. Oh. Oh dear. They are new to the deck? Or it's Masochist. You banned. You're not even banned. Right, so the way we do this is alpha. Master B. Oh no, Max C. Right. Yeah, now we just chain this here, which means that we don't give them a draw, and that's all of our summons for the turn. Send from field to the grave. Send one card from your hand to the grave. Related for 1 second. Flowbus. Send one card from your hand. They're both sent from hand. Which means I think I just do this. So that's 65. And then I can just backrooms this and destroy it over the game. Well, I said, can we get a win? In fact, we can. It takes a something special, but we can in fact get a win. Okay, we gave him one draw. There you go. That's apparently what it takes to get a win in Masochist. Just ask for one. Take 4 losses, ask for a win. Ye shall receive. This is a mess, is what it is. There's not enough snake cards to actually justify running them. Yeah, the King of the Feral Imps is a real question. Excuse me, real question. The Horus bits make enough sense. The Lava Golem's fine. The Gandora is an odd choice. The 2 Ash instead of 3. Like the 1 off Maxi, of course. Only on 1 man. Like, this isn't a Masochist deck. This is someone who's actually constructing it, but they just don't have the resources. Yeah, you could do a bit better than that. And as could we. We could, you know, maybe get a duel that isn't just like a freebie. Maybe something that we earn. Let's see what we can get from the pack anyway. Because you never know, sometimes these packs give us like the most tremendous ultra rares. Although that's pretty good for our rockets. That is a rather good card. Parallel Exceed is an excellent card to have a duplicate of. So that's a good pull. Windwitch we don't care about, nor the Ally Salvo. 001 is, you would have used it in, I think, Auroradon combos, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 001 in Auroradon combos. And in terms of, like, something for the machine deck, it's not terrible. But we would have to use the normal summon, or rely on machine dupe while this is in the grave. So it doesn't really summon itself. Speaking of an aircraft, okay, first pack, new common. New pack common. This has never happened before. Maybe it has, I don't know. Long story short, we can't play these. We need a huge amount of an aircraft before we actually start to play them. And of course, several of them are pretty high rarity. We don't have any of them at the moment, so it's just not going to happen. You search for Pandemonium. I don't know if we even have Pandemonium, and even if we did, we wouldn't be playing this. So, it's only 4 duplicates. However, 2 of the new cards we wouldn't want to play, and 1 of the duplicates we do want. So it is a little bit of an odd pack opening, but it's a decent one. The Parallel Exceed doesn't immediately go in deck. I will say that. I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? Because we need to make a link monster that points in some way down off of like 1 or 2 bodies. And most of the time we're making a link 2 with that, which is already a pretty big commitment. It makes the higher payoffs easier, but we need something that makes the lower payoffs more worthwhile. And we get to choose. We'll choose second. Like, Linkaribo would be amazing for us. And if we had Linkaribo, we might play Exceed. Ooh, 2 Kaiju's Dark Ruler Clockwork. That is fun. Plus a Cosmic. And they're playing Cool Tune. I mean, I think we can just, like, Kaiju for that, right? I don't know, but I think we can. Of course, the main problem is we won't be able to kill them. Some damn good chocolate milk. I guess while we're waiting for Killer Tune to, Killer or Cool Tune, depends on what you want to call it, while we're waiting for them to pass the time, do you, Mr. M Gaming, have any suggestions on which of the following decks I should bring to Nats out of Goblin Biker, Valmonica, or Generator? Because I've got no idea. I guess I could throw Valence in there, but Valence feels like it loses a little too hard to something like Droll. Although Valmonica does as well. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to pick Valence, you know, make it 4 options, that's fine as well. Do you have any thoughts on, like, any of those taking to Nats this year? Because I have a few days to make the deck list. I have roughly pre-made decks for all of them, if not already pre-made decks. They're just missing, like, you know, modern stables. Yeah, fair enough. Oh well, I asked. Of course, I could say that, like, if anyone on YouTube has, like, you know, recommendations, but, like, I'll be at Nats at the point that I would upload this. Are you putting the Kaiju on the bottom of my deck by any chance? What's your thing? Banish the Kaiju. Put the other one on the bottom of the deck. Damn, I don't get a contact fuse. No. How could you do this to me? Joke's on them, I'll just draw Cyber Dragon. Also, I do have to Kaiju before they use Zaylon. Because if Zaylon is Chainlink 3, it can actually negate Clockwork. It can negate Dark Ruler. Bye. Have a kaiju. Let's get rid of the face down. Okay. I can still Dark Rule a Clockwork Knight. It's not going to do a lot, but it's going to do something. Turning everything to a machine, I think, does not hurt them in the slightest. Like, a couple of their synchros are machines already. We don't actually have a Cyber Dragon in rotation. They did get rid of one of them, so... you know, there's that. The next turn basically depends on what they do and do not have in hand. Atmosphere. In defense position. Where does Cyber Repair Pack go? Bottom of the deck, okay. When your opponent activates card effect, quick effect, apply. So you've got that one. Spell Trap Destruction. Ah, fuck it. They've got a 5-card hand. I think we're gonna struggle. But is what is. Have a Clockwork Knight. Have a kaiju. I can't do damage to you anyway, so I should just kill Loudness War. I think they're going to synchro with the Loudness War, maybe. Fight one monster, destroy it. Yay. I love playing against Cool Tune. This deck isn't really working, is it? That was our 6th game. This is an appalling win rate. I don't know why it's being quite so difficult. Oh well, what does it matter? We got a kaiju, we got a Cyber Dragon, we got a second kaiju. Well, against Radiant Typhoon. We're not really playing spell traps. Not in the conventional sense, anyway. I guess do we need our triple tack? Or our Cyber Repair Plant? We probably need one of them. Do we need both? Probably not. We got another card as well, anyway. MST can only negate one card per turn. Because they need to use the trap to do that. But you are a monster negate, right? I think so, anyway. Yeah, that one's a monster negate. Then you can use the other two, make the one 2 get the trap. Unless I just don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you would. That's a special summon. Oh yeah, you do use these, but I guess you just want this on field as well. Sure. Link 2 gets you the trap. I don't think the Link 2 does much of anything for them. Remember right? Quick play spell activated. Set this during the damage step. You can place a Radiant Typhoon continuous trap. And it has removal. But that's it's got to make it back round to my turn, which it will. Type 2 face-up monsters, including a Radiant Typhoon, place them as continuous spells. Oh wow, okay. So it could be a little bit better for them. Because that face down is MST. So we special this. Do I need to discard a monster? I do need to discard a monster. Max C. I can use a normal. I do have to play around the MST, which I can do that via Anima. But I would still have to oh, I guess I could take control of one, right? If a quick play, you can place a Radiant Typhoon continuous trap. If a quick play is activated, you can special summon with a different name. If a quick play is activated... No. Maybe it's just hit these two. One. Two. Main second phase. Yeah, because now at the very least I can... Yeah, I could do this. I can draw two or look at their hand. What's going to be better for me? Look at their hand. Like, you can MST here, but I don't think that actually does anything. Right? Yeah, it doesn't negate because, you know. Alright, so that just adds... That summons one from grave. Which means you just have things. Because you have one of those in grave. Oh, you can get that back. I just misread that, apparently. And everything further plays into Max C by giving them cards back. Monster effects. It's one more summon, but I think I have to do it. I don't like it, but I think I should. Add a light machine, target light machine. So we'll add a light machine. You have an Ash Blossom, so I know this is getting hit with it. Yeah. And I know they... I guess, was it just correct to hit the draw two off tactics? Max C really fucks up, doesn't it? Like, some fairly simple math and calculations. Ruined. Summon a Radiant Typhoon, yes, yes. didn't actually see what... No, okay, that's because they haven't done it yet. There's the ad. Alright, the question is, can you actually do anything against this Chimera tech? The answer is probably yes. But I'm really, really, really hoping it's no. At least for a turn or two. Forgot about that. They do just have removal for it, of course they can deal with it. I still have Cyber Dragon in hand, but that's not going to do much. That's a 3k wall. I also put the Link monster in the Spell Trap zone, because I guess they can get it back. It's not a machine, it's a Spell Trap. It is not a Cyber Dragon monster, it's a Chimera tech. So, it does rather scupper me plans. Like, I can hit over 1300, you know? That's something I can do. That's about it. You are a Cyber Dragon in the grave, you're a Cyber Dragon just always, but you need to be on the field to matter in that case. I don't even know what cards they added, I wasn't actually paying attention. Right, we got 800 over. We got a Cosmic, which I'm honestly not sure how important that is. That's not what I meant to do. You know what, Shame Scoop, I don't think we really had it anyway. Oh no, that was a misplay. That was dumb. But seriously, we've just like won 1 in 7, right? Fucking Christ. Okay, we do have to change deck. I want to give... I guess let's give Pacifist another run back, right? Is there anything we got lately that would go in the Pacifist deck? This can't. We've already bookmarked it. Yeah, we got 2 Exceed this time. Nice. I feel like we've got all the Paleo stuff in that we have. Yeah, the only one we're not playing is Morella, and we're not playing the Link 2. So that feels correct. I could get rid of Redoer. I know we made it against a bot at one point, but we could get rid of Redoer. We have we have like level 4 normals, so maybe it's smart to keep it in. I don't know. I don't think there are many changes, if any, that we actually make to this. Scolding, we are going to have definitely more than 1 set spell trap. Perulia, again, we want to go first. If we do happen to get it, like, okay, it's a water monster. Great. That's about where the synergy stops. We could be banishing it for sea stealth. I feel that's about it. Or we could just be reviving it as a chump blocker with the other sea stealth. No, water normal monster. Can't even do that. And that is way down the list. We're all the way up here with, like, what's new. And, yeah, I definitely... That's a 3. We don't really do 3s. It's either 2 or 4. We have a different synchro we could make. I forgot that we just have a Catastor now. You're for Redo a Turbo. You could go in. Just as Catastor, what would we swap it for? Queen Belt is good, just like instant destruction. The rank 2s are good. Cosmo doesn't go in. You know, I think if we found anything that would go in here, we would have put it in already. Can't activate monster effects in the hand. Okay, so what does this actually turn off? 1. 2. Turns off 2 cards. 2 attacks on monsters. Battle damage is doubled. But it costs us hand traps. Oh, you count as well. Costing us hand traps is not the worst in this scenario. But we're also already at 46 cards. And we would need the other Morganites to really make it worth anything. We don't have them because, of course, they're high rarity. 'Tis tempting, though. Right, okay, let's just send it with Pacifist. We'll win some coin tosses, and we will just stun. Well, no, it's not stun, but we will slow the game down. We'll simply go first. We'll find the one person who wants to go second. If the game server, actually responds. Nope, okay. Is it another game server thing? No, we are actually going second. Just replying to messages on Discord about the next tournament we're running for Joe's Discord. Because the next one is custom ban list. Everyone who participates will get an allocated number of bans, maybe an allocated number of limits. We haven't quite worked that out yet. And then, yeah, the only card that will start banned and cannot be unlimited, but then cannot be, bought to 1 or done anything with, is Max C. The rest of the ban list is theirs. And yes, that means everything. Toxic floodgates and all. They just have to remember to hit them. We're going second against Resonator. In a very go-first deck. I guess we see if they trip over their own feet at any point during this combo. It doesn't look like they're going to. What's the vote? Do I make it a higher level? No, you're going to decrease it like a normal person. They could screw up their own combo. What do we have if they do screw up their own combo? We have normal summon, water monster. We have Miscus. They have a way to destroy... Actually, that's a thing, the zone. While you control a Red Dragon Archfiend or a synchro that mentions it, target 1, destroy it. I do need to activate a card or effect. So, activate Sea Stealth counts, but not like some Megalo, set Miscus, set Wind. But the problem with that is, I think they're going to do a bit more than, Oh, also Red Zone counteracts Miscus. So I would have to use Dynamicious on Red Zone, and then I would have to, like, Lost Wind this one. Wait, did they... No, they haven't set it yet. You deliberately put it in the grave. Why did you... Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Also, that just works, if you want to do that. It is just if sent to the graveyard, not by your opponent, just if sent. We gotta face a negate and a pop. I can... I guess that's the other bit, like... I could banish the Red Zone, or I can banish the Crimson Gaia. Gaia is their follower. Red Zone is, you know, actual immediate interruption. And it can also just get bring back the banished ones. You can bring back the ones from the grave, right? Yeah, target Nadia and Grave Specker. You gotta know when you beat. You also gotta know when you should change deck, and I think we should change deck a lot sooner. Granted, we are not going to win nearly as many coin tosses now because we actually need to win the coin toss and get a decent hand. Whereas, like, you know, at the very least, we could always top deck a 6th card that you know, makes the hand better when we were going second. Okay, the hand isn't, like, great for going first, but it would be better. I would have a spell or monster negate on the field. And a banish. Oh, it might just be self-DK. Well, win's a win. I'm taking it because, fucking Christ, who gives a shit? Wait, how are you doing more damage to yourself with Zoo? How does this help with the self-TK? I'm gonna be missing something here. Well, count with me, that's got like 4 materials at this point. Got 4 materials. Okay, so what's the reason that that helps with killing yourself? Like, on a genuine note. Do this. Lucky Punch. Carry Weight. Oh, there it is. You lose 6,000. Although that still doesn't actually explain the Zodiac part of this. Win's a win. I will take it. Doesn't feel great, but on the other hand, like, what the fuck, I feel like we should have won a duel with Sidra a little bit easier than the throw that we got, basically. Well, the throw. They bricked. It's uncharitable to call it a throw. And also probably just straight dishonest. And all cards we already have. You do need multiples of Summer School Work to get it to work, but that doesn't mean we should start playing it. Second pack of the night. Alright, what are we looking? Materiactor, but I think we need many more cards to get this to work. It's a scale 1. with the thing for Xyz. Gain 100 for each Xyz material on the field. I mean, it could be played in the redo deck. I don't think you would, but it could. And the rest of those are not particularly worth it. Well, it's another few pulls, so, you know. On with the next duel. I'm tempted to do like a more... go back to a more generic... Nah, I can't do words today. I'm tempted to go back to a more generic go second build, but... for fuck's sake. While on the go second build, we actually win some coin tosses and can choose to go second. And that has happened. Well, we got Impulse. Whether that matters is an entirely different issue. Also, I don't think it matters. Looking at this. Although that seems to be a rather sizable deck to be playing chicken game in. Like, if you're doing an FTK, I think you have too many cards. Or are you doing just Sky Striker? Send a Spell Trap. Pray tell, would it be? Yeah, you're doing FTK things. Don't think Dominus Impulse is going to be necessary. Ooh. Oh. What do you mean? This has an effect to special summon, why can't I negate it? Smash Draw. Huh. It's gonna be a 1, isn't it? They're milling for a time. So, read any good books? Well, it was a 4. So, is it Sky Striker? Is it Exodia? You gotta reckon it's gotta be Exodia. Again, why can't I fucking do this? If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this from your hand. Oh, wait, I can't activate the cards in response to spells. So I could activate in response to 0, but I couldn't activate in response to all the spells that have been applied. Right. Sometimes your opponent just does things and you've got to imagine they do them for the sake of doing them. No, believe it or not, they have a reason. I don't believe it personally. Score 2. Would not be surprised if we actually get FTK'd. Oh. Well, I think this is probably worse, because now they're going to be able to stop us from doing things. Not even that we're trying to do a lot. Try it. I wish to add. I can't even do that, okay? We'll get the normal monster. Yeah. If tombs on field and drive on apprentice to play for 10. So, set 1, set 2, I don't know, summon Kraken? Summon Smasher. I don't think we win this. I'm gonna be completely honest. They have milled a shit ton of cards. I would only assume they have to be on Exodia. And of course, I can't negate that, because I set that trap. At least they hit Canadia. And get that one back as a monster. And synchro for 10. Like, it can't be correct to be playing like this in Sky Striker, right? Fuck you. Fuck off. Could they have done half of that if I just went first? I don't think so. Oh, come on, man. I know I said I was, like, gonna lose my cool and I would, like, you know, that's much to my disdain, dismay. But you gotta admit, it'd be nice to win a coin toss going first. Like, when you load up with going first deck. It'd be nice to draw a decent fucking hand as well. I've not really had whiff hands until this one. Go Kraken. Cool. Your game. Probably. I don't know what they have, but it's activatable at any stage in the game. Mate, I'm not doing that. Like, do you really think I'm gonna be summoning from the deck? To read for a second. You have like ways to fuse. Basically, they have ways to fusion summon, and therefore, Canadia is not of any use. Monster effect. Okay. Extra normal. Go for it. Send a Magnet Warrior. Send Sigma. Send this back out. Okay. Make 4 granite, probably. That is a granite. It is not a non-summon effect. Does that matter to me? Possibly. Just maybe it does. Like, Kraken's gonna die, and that's probably just how it is. But at the very least, we can take out the negate with it. Yeah, there we go. Which actually saves us some damage. Now, presumably that last card in their hand is in fact a spell trap. So we don't die, we can bring back the Canadia, we can equip it with this, we can kill this, I think. Looks like it, yeah. Also, what's the defense on Granite? 18, so yeah, we can kill Granite. Damn, it's not a spell trap. Spiral Battle. That's not bad. Okay, whatever they have, it's not responding to that. Nor is it responding to that. What do you do? If this card is destroyed and sent to the grave, add it to your hand. Must be special summoned from your hand. Right, okay, so what we do is we attack this one, kill it, effect, summon, then attack and kill the Granite. Okay, we've got a pop. That's what we've got. Send a level 8 to the grave. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, add it to your hand. Must be a 4. Right, and you banishing 1 Sigma plus. From your so summon from your graveyard during your opponent's turn, you can tribute. Once per turn when your opponent activates a card or effect, tribute target, destroy, or if you target an earth. What can I do? Right. So I could destroy, I could summon the Olenoids back. It's not a lot, but it's something. I really don't want to destroy this because that just gives them another double foolish, which is a bad idea. Hand face of monster zone and or grave. Sigma plus, Sigma minus. That's Sigma plus, that's Sigma minus. And you just did destroy 1, and if you do special summon this, but banish it when it leaves the field. Destroy Nibiru. Yeah, Nibiru is not going to get you much use. I'll agree with that. You're running a second Granite. Like, I don't have any protection for my field, I just have destruction. If special summon target a rock during your opponent's main phase. Any reason? That one's big. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned by banishing once per time when your opponent can't target 1 monster, destroy it. Yeah. I think we just do this now. They can't chain to this with anything, I don't think. So we get a guy back. You can put it in defense position, it doesn't really matter. That dies. Down to the one card in hand, which doesn't matter. Oh, right, no. Yeah, there goes those two, so you can summon this one back, but we need to activate the card or effect to trigger that. Involving 2 Earths. Yeah, okay. That one dies, that's fine. You're on drastically low life. Okay. That's not actually all that bad. I'm on the one of you, right? Change. Normal summon. $15, $18, $18, $15. Do you summon in any particular position? Doesn't matter, the stats are actually too low. Where did that go? Right, and these are no longer banished if leave the field, right? Oh, these don't have that. I can make a link to... I can make Zerabors. But I think that is, like, the end of me if I do that. You summon an attack position, but it doesn't really do anything. What do you take? 2 waters? Sure. Set to the grave, target, anti-hand or special summon it. Oh right, I can't even do that because, yep, locked into waters. Do I want this on your side of the field? I guess I could have done like 1,000 burn to him. I have to attack? Oh, well, okay. To the graveyard it goes. More advantage for them. Good for you, buddy. I'm fighting out here tooth and nail. Just to maintain a slight, and I mean a slight advantage or board presence. It's not working. Because you get back a big bungo. Big bungo hit. And if I activate a card or effect, that is just the end of him. Fuck man, I could really do with passive this. How many copies am I playing? I'm playing the 3, I'm playing Terraforming, and I'm not Terraforming. Planet Pathfinder, and I'm playing Metaverse. I'm playing 5 in 40 something, so it could be more consistent. I feel like they have the game, but maybe, just maybe they don't realise. You know, I can cling to that hope. On the other hand, they summoned Fu a lot in attack position, so I don't think they're afraid of anything. There's Link 2. is Crushy. I think we're going to see a fusion soon. I think I'm a dead man. I don't want to just have to go back to Generator. I think I have to at this point, but I don't want to have to. Just because they're fusing something an Earth monster doesn't mean I'm dead yet. I'm dead now. Everything's an Earth. Fuck me, fuck you. Yeah, why did I expect I could win duels in gold fucking 3 and 2? You know? Why would I think I am capable of winning duels in this rank? I'm gonna give this a couple more goes. Because this should be performing at the moment. We're going second a lot. We're getting okay hands with it. Look, we lost the coin toss. We go in second. That's exactly what we want. Okay, we got Sidra. We got Destrudo, Cosmic. What are we actually against? We're against plant stuff. I don't know what plant stuff does. They're themed around Black Rose, but I don't exactly like. In terms of Black Rose, you've got Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, is what I know for actual disruption for the deck. You know? But of course, they do have new cards. Monster effect 600. They lose 600. Main phase tribute summon Rose Dragon. So they've got Raigeki and they're burning me. Love it. Is there anything? You're a tuner. Yeah. Force 3 is a tuner. There is no way you should be running Silent Psychic Wizard. That can't be right. And again, it's plant stuff and punching out shenanigans. I'm not familiar with any of it. Oh, is this the 6 that means that, like, you know, I have to pay 1,000 to, like, do a thing? No. No, we're doing psychic things. Are we doing teleport plays? There's emergency teleport again from the grave. Oh. I thought there'd be more. Alpha. Right, I don't know what else they have set. I mean, I know they have the emergency telly, but I don't want Black Rose Garden on the field. I do want Sidra. Not just a quick effect, aren't you? During the main phase quick effect, yeah. Do I threaten Destrudo? I think this is the correct option. It sucks, but I think it's right. Yazi is a threat, but what's banished? That's the real question. Just that. So I think it's Zeta. Because Zeta is high enough attack. Like, I can threaten battle phase here. Main phase quick effect, so if you want to use it, you have to use it now. They obviously don't care. And it's not what I was expecting. So I can go for a Yazi, which doesn't really get me anything. Or I can go for a Spark Dragon. So I can do this. That's just free. Zeta for this. Imperm on the Zeta. It is fine. No, Imperm on the Alpha. That's strange. This is live. I don't have anything I really want to get from the grave. I can take that Bramble out the grave. That gets me to 4 for 3. Because this is going to banish it, or you're going to use it. So you're going to use it. You get a level 3 Psychic. Level 3 or lower Psychic. But it is banished during the end phase. Not doing it. Right. Do I want any of this out of their grave? If this card is sent to the grave, control the Black Rose. So it is just the Vengeful Witch. I think we're good with that then. This comes back during your next standby phase. Yeah, they keep themselves a tuner. Not sure that's relevant. We'll find out. Okay, that's a 7. That's another 600. They whittled us down, it's only fair that we do it to them. Like, Black Rose is generic, so if it does wipe the field, it wipes the field. Yeah. That's fine. Set one. End phase. So their monster comes back. Oh. Zeta. Turn your monster. Ban the bot account. So I don't know what the face down is. I'm gonna try and just banish this to start with. That goes through. Normal summon to search. That goes through. Shinju. Huh. Add a light machine. Yep. Discard another. I've used my normal summon, right? And so I can make like a Link 3 or I can make a Link 4. Let's get you. Alright, so I can't do any battle damage this turn anyway. I think it's going to be better to get a Cyber Dragon off the field and go for this. They take no battle damage, right? Yeah. That's fine. So yeah, I don't inflict battle damage, so it doesn't actually work. I've still got Saronir for a Graveyard Banish, which I don't want to banish this, and I probably don't need to banish the Vengeful Witch. My Zeta comes back in the standby phase, and they didn't seem to have much at the end of the last turn anyway. You can add a card that mentions Black Rose, it's fine. From your deck, yeah. Okay, there's Rose Shoot. Rose Dragon from your handle grave in defense. So that's going to be one of those two. We let that happen. Yeah, because that's not a synchro summon. You can do stuff. Yeah, you can do stuff with that, but that's fine. That makes 10. Ready. Now you can get rid of the grave, which is not honestly a problem for me. Oh, right. Yeah, you use Black Rose, so the rest of the field dies. That one's banished, so they can pay 1,000 to summon it back. On the plus side... okay, so we let that happen. I mean, we got to, right? It's also not terrible for us because it does mean that we have the Cybernetic Fusion online. No, I'm not going to do that. hurts. Special summon become level 5, ascend to the grave, you can add a Cyber Dragon from deck hand, which isn't relevant. This one is more relevant. Right, so... I don't know why I did that, but sure. Special for you. Then we can do this one to Backrooms you. Battle phase. It's 24, 25 direct. And we've got a banish for a special summon monster. I don't think that's too bad. It's a long fight, and maybe we would have done better getting rid of this, but I don't think so. Normal summoned, control no other cards. You control another card. I don't think you have Plant Honest available. On the off chance you do. Right, we're gonna get... I can get you, actually. Your effects are negated. That isn't important, is it? No. We'll just get this. Spark Dragon. And we just banish the one that's on the field. Okay. We get a win. After much effort. Hold on. I got one from deck. Okay, I probably shouldn't have put that back in their grave. On the other hand, that is a special summon, and therefore I can banish it with Zeta. This can just be destroyed by battle. It can. Spark Dragon for game. Well, that was a hard-fought battle. I'm not sure if they just bricked or if they didn't play completely well. Or if we actually just, like, you know, outmaneuvered them. That is entirely a possibility. I shouldn't downplay whatever they did. I'm just not oh. I mean, if this is the kind of deck you're running, of course you're gonna, like, have some hands that just don't do it. I don't think this is Masochist. That's the thing. I think this is just, you know, a deck. It's got too many of the plant things to really, like, make me think Masochist. Maybe a challenge run, maybe like Highlander challenge or something like that, but... one pack anyway. Oh, the lengths we go to. Been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, got 3 wins. But we do have a couple ultra rares in this. More dimension walls are fun. Rescue Ferret. Shuffle into the deck. Summon from deck. Total equals 6. 2 link zones. Right, the issue with that sentence is link zones. Kanko, Toddler, Goatee. Well, that is a hell of a card, you might say. That is a floodgate. Just straight up. And Nightwing Cleric, that's Assault Mode support. Wind. Generic. If special summon set Assault Mode activate, discard, add to your hand or special summon Assault Mode activate. I don't think that's worth anything. Like, it's a generic 82525, and it does work for the assault mode stuff, but I don't think we have assault mode stuff. We do have zombie world things. What kind of zombie world things? That's a different matter. If nothing else, it could just be played in a theoretical vampire deck. I mean, we're not really playing a field spell in this one, but we want things to be machine. Right, yeah, we don't have any of the usual suspects. It just adds zombie world from Great Hand. That is fantastic, as they say. Assault mode, what do we actually have? The thing is, it doesn't ignore summoning conditions, oops. So you can't get something like this. Must be special summon with assault mode activate. From your deck that mentions assault mode activate. And it's not going to be easier to get to this, a level 8 synchro, than it is to just like draw a normal summon, honestly. Normal summon, add assault mode activate, reveal assault mode activate, and then add to your target monster that adds it. So wait, what's the combo? Sorry. It would preferably be Assault Sentinel. But, okay, so you can do either Assault Sentinel or Psy Reflector. If you do Psy Reflector normal, add Beast, Beast, Pitch get activate, Reflector reveal activate, get Beast back. And we could get to, like, RDA Assault mode. But, you know, that's option 1. Option 2 is Hyper Psychic Blaster, which requires specifically Assault Sentinel, because we need something that can change its type, which again is damage type things. And that's all of our Assault mode, guys. It looks as if it'd be Board Breaker, and Assault mode is not exactly Board Breaker due to how it works. Why you? Because you're new, aren't you? Crimson Blader. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of level 5 or higher monsters summoned from the extra deck. That's not bad. And are you just an alternate art? Yeah, you're an alternate art. You're not new. You are. Must be summoned with Assault mode activate. Gains 1000 attack for each Assault mode monster you control. Unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. If destroyed, sorry, Junk Warrior. The unfortunate bit about that is I'm not actually sure if we have a legitimately usable Junk Warrior, even if we manage to get it. And Junk Warrior has specific material components. Enough of what could be. Let's focus on what is. And we is getting better. Worse at English. Oh. The duels go on. As do we. Apparently not as the game server, though. Game server's having a rough night. We've had that happen, like, what, 2 times? Nearly 3 times? Although I guess we probably had it worse on, like, other streams, actually. Sporting that diamond profile ring that or hexagon, that we've only really earned, quote-unquote, once. Haven't ever reached again. Not fucking me. What the fuck do you mean I am going first? I can do a little bit with this. I can make a link for with this. just need to get, like, enough monsters on the field. Which, it is now enough monsters on the field. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Give me a Cyber Dragon. Yeah, we'll get the one from deck. What are they waiting on? They want to go second, which is really fucking annoying. Zeraboros. Cool. You wanted me to go first. This is what I can do. I can make the big link for. I could have kept it a bit more minimalistic, but I do still have Cider, Digitiru, and a Bestial. The Bestial can forcefully trigger the topologic even if they play around it. Which doesn't even matter, because of course, my opponent wants to go second. Fuck them. Oh, fuck off. No, I'm not sticking around for this. Into the next one. It's always such a pain in the ass when you actually want to go second and your opponent makes you go first. The majority of the player base wants to go first. Just let me have this. This is about the closest I get to trying to metagame around the actual meta. We don't necessarily have contact fusion, but we could. Oh, it works. Whether it does anything is different. Well, the special summoning a Despia from deck. That is not from hand. Nor are most of these... I don't think any of these summons are going to be from hand. Have I hurt someone today? Like... have I wounded someone's pride? Did I push an old lady down some stairs or something? Because honestly, I can't think of many reasons why my look would be this cosmically bad. I'm not playing terribly today. There have been a couple misplays. Anima trying to steal the transcode, and the, what was it, just going straight to battle phase without summoning Sidra, right? Those were both misplays. Completely accepting of that. But overall today, I think I played about the best I can, realistically. And, the hands I've drawn have been okay. But my opponents have just been not better, but of a different tier, you know? What do you mean that's the end of the turn? You can do more than that this turn. You don't have a quick effect, you don't have a quick effect, you have a quick effect. Tribute, special summon, Sword Soul, Oracle, and about that. Dragon, Fairy, Spellcaster. You're all out of the zones. So... cards to the center of the grave. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to... normal summon. Machine duplication. Well, that for some reason works. Now I think I should have special summoned it. So, is it Fallen of Albaz, by any chance? It is Fallen of Albaz. Are you going to use the effect by any chance? Oh, you're going to use the effect. Wow, imagine that. And it's not enough insult to injury that you're doing all this, and apparently it's good enough, whatever you're doing. But you still had a Fua. You can use 2 of my monsters. Why can you use 2 of my monsters? Oh, you're unaffected. I love that. I can take control of the monster. Or I could draw 2 cards. None of these are useful to me. Like, I could make a Link 2 out of one of them. That is also not useful to me. You're always treated as Fallen of Albaz, but I don't really want it on the field. Cybernetic Overflow is a hard one. Hand, face up field, or the grave. Right, the problem is you're not a Cyber Dragon. I should have apparently used my special summon, discarding Cyber Dragon. Lock myself into machines and get 4 bodies on the field instead. Or in either graveyard, by the way. What do you fucking want from me? Also, why are you doing that? Mud Dragon. Do I have to target? I don't. I'm a little confused why it's that. Okay. I mean, I could have just banished the Cyber Dragon from the grave, but I want to wait for a minute. I've got a special summon and a normal summon, which means I've got a Link 2. You can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Excuse you. That means I can get rid of this. What are you getting? Oh, you're getting that to your hand. Fuck's sake. That gets you an Ecclesia. And because it gets you an Ecclesia, this thing is now alive again. I should have actually responded to that. Oh, you're not an Ecclesia. Yeah, we'll do this now then. It's giving you so much advantage, but I can't really afford to let you keep it. I can't deal with Big Bungo. And you just have a Banish Protect. Of course you do. Of course I'd forget about that. And there it is, the unaffected status returns. Though this does allow me to do a thing. So, do this, normal summon, search for Cyber Repair Plan. That one's banished already. I need to put, at the very least, this one in the grave. It cost me my normal summon, that's really, like... I could play this better. How about you just leave me be? Could you stop doing things? Just maybe. It's fine. I've got 2 different levels there. I just need to kaiju your fucking ass. Are we good? Are we done? Add a light machine. Gimme fucking kaiju. Sick of your shit. Alright. I can destroy 2 cards on the field. I can kill this one, I could pop these 2, so I think that's actually the play. One, 2, battle phase, 3. It's not a good turn for me. By all means, it's fucking horrible. But, what am I to do, quite frankly? Oh, and it just comes back. I've got 4 cards in hand, I've got 1 in hand, 1 on field. I had 1 on field. Fuck off. I fucking hate branded. Ugh. Big unaffected Bungo, who is unaffected like a majority of the time, is easy enough to bring back, is just part of an instant kill package, just 3 quick plays like itself in a synchro. Mental. Staples have always existed, but, you know, why must they be this? It's one thing to say, like, Valor is a staple, right? but it's a different thing to say that, like, oh yeah, there's quick play destruction that recycles itself and gets you the next one. Like, who thought that was a good idea? I can kaiju that. I don't need to, but 'twould be funny. Declares an attack, banished, okay. Give me machines, please. Okay, that works. Special. Normal. Do a thing. Do a thing works, apparently. Yeah, that is just a contact fuse for 2. Which is most of their life points. It gives me destruction for 2 at the moment. Oh, no, okay, it gives me destruction for... what? That was incorrect. I'm gonna add a light machine. I'm gonna add, what, Big Bungalow the Kaiju. You get to target and send a card. Please do. I don't think it's a particularly difficult decision, right? You just get rid of the one with the higher attack in this case. Like, this isn't a Cyber Dragon. Oh, alright. Okay, once again, I've still got 2 destructions. Everything is machine. Alright. Oh, that's certainly something. And Monster Reborn. End of the game. Sometimes it just works. But at the moment it feels like it's a sometimes. It should work, in theory, a lot better. We've got pretty consistent access to Cyber Dragon. We've got 3 Clockwork Knight. Our opponent is on a pile of cards. I'm very happy this didn't work. I'm also noticing they don't have Dragoon for their Red Eyes fusion. Which is moderately funny. Just a bit. None of these list Red Eyes. Maybe they just saw the fuse from deck and thought, ooh, that seems good. I'll have some of that. Right, 3 tickets. Oh? Well, it's a new ultra rare. It is about as summonable as some of the other ones we've got. So, to break this down. VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon requires VW Tiger Catapult, I think it's called, and XYZ Dragon Cannon. We have individually VW and XYZ. It also requires an Armed Dragon level 7 on the field, which we also have. However, the way of summoning Armed Dragon is getting level 5 on the field, and then having him destroy something by battle, and then leveling him up during your opponent's standby phase. And we need to have summoned all these cards. They don't need to be on the field, but they need to stay in the grave at the very least. We have V, we have W. I think we have YZ, but are missing X. Honestly, this is more playable. We ain't playing that. One Master Pack, come on. Give us something interesting. I might call it a stream. Open this, collect our rewards, update the stats. We got Unknown Ultra Rare. Not only is it a Malice card, which requires so many high-end cards to get working, it's one we already have. We've got a whole new pack or two, or like, why can't we just get new cards? Why? I don't even want Malice cards, I just want new cards. Give me like a super rare Gaia card, for fuck's sake, you know? That's not bad, as far as like Machina cards go. Because it's just basically a recurring Honest. Okay, what about the Ultra Rare? That is a very good card. This is a staple in any spellcaster deck we do. Because it's imperm protection, really. Yeah, target one card your opponent controls or a Witchcrafter, special this, return that target. Okay, so it's not quite imperm protection, but it does bounce. It's 2800. And it's cool, it's a Witchcrafter card, you know? It's nice. Okay, I will... Yeah, I'm gonna call it stream. Wow, we got a whole 2 things. Win it all. Actually, trap card 1 of 2. Fusion, Pendulum, Link. 2 of 3. Oh. You'd think these things were fucking doable, but not today, apparently. Not for us. Let's get the disappointing part out of the way. Let's go to data. So we're looking at PvP duels 2502. So we dueled 15 times. Let's do that. And this is for the start of session 154. And we won 4 duels today. Are you serious that we won 4 duels? You know, what it secretly is that we've capped the win rate. You know, 999 is the max number that it will display, so that's the end of the challenge. Thank you all for joining me. Right. Where are we at? So, we have Z, we have Y, we have X, we have V, we have W, we have VW. We don't have XYZ. And we don't have VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. We're so far from summoning that card. We have the Armed Dragon level 7 as well, but that's, you know, important to note. Which, that one's related to the Armed Dragon level 5, which we do have. We also have this. Send one monster from your hand to the grave, send this special summon at level 7 or lower Armed Dragon. Must be summoned by Armed Dragon level 5. While on the field or in grave, so that would work. But yeah, we're still missing cards from it. So this is about as playable as the White Binder at the moment, you know? What have we got? We've got March Hare. We've got Splash Mage. If special summon 2+ monsters including a Malice. So we've got to have like a Link 3's worth of monsters including the March Hare. During your main phase you can set a Malice trap from your deck. Right, we've got exactly one. Add a Malice from deck. They're normals and rares. Like, couldn't we just get this one? This one's actually playable. If this card is banished, pay 900, special draw a card. Great. Yeah, and that's not going to work either. If this card is banished, pay 300, target one of your banished Malice, add it to hand. It can target itself. Man, these are some polls, hey? Started here. The best thing we've got is probably the Parallel Exceed. I think it just is, right? Like, don't get me wrong, Squib Draw is good. We have Rockets. I just don't think it equals Rockets being playable. I need some convincing. We have some Borals. I need convincing on it. I don't think it's going to work. On the other hand, our current deck isn't fucking working. I think next stream we're going to have to switch it back to Generator, or I'm going to rebuild the Kaiju variant real quick. The difference, like, the problem is, this deck has a little bit more kick to it by the fact that I can just contact fuse their whole board, but apparently is less consistent, whereas the Kaiju deck I'm likely to open 2 Kaijus in the same hand, and just be able to, like, get rid of one of their monsters, give myself a monster, and the rest of the hand should be good stuff anyway. Like, the Kaiju deck should combo with itself better, is what I mean. I don't know. To figure out for another time. For the moment, that is the end of the Macedol stream. Thank you all very much for watching, and until Thursday, yeah. Hope you all enjoy yourselves and have a good time. My name is Cat Monarch. Goodbye for now.